Hello, sir.
How are you?
How are you?
Very well. So, Meghna,
Okay, am I audible to you?
yes, you are. This is your demo session, Meghna. So, we will talk for a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
For English and give you some suggestions towards the end. All right? Switch off your video.
Okay, no problem.
Your network is not good, so we'll get more bandwidth without the video.
All right.
So, Meghna, we will talk for a few minutes. I'll hear your English and give you some suggestions towards the end. So, my request is please talk as much detail as you can. All right?
Okay, sir.
So, please start by telling me about yourself. What do you do? Your schooling, your college, and your families.
Okay. I basically I am from Uttarakhand and I am a working mother. I have two kids and the older kid is 10 years old and the younger one is 1 year old. So basically my schooling is done from Uttarakhand only, and right now I'm working in a IT company and handling a project. So as far as my experience is concerned, I have around 13 years of work experience into customer care and project management.
Tell me about your education, schooling.
So my schooling is done from CBSE board and from Uttarakhand only, and I am a convent educated. So basically, I'm here to improve my communication.
We'll come to that. So, tell me about your parents and any siblings, about what they do.
Okay, all right. My father is retired from a government job. He was into administration, and my mother is a housemaker. I have two siblings. The elder one is my sister. She is also working with a MNC, and younger one is my brother. He is also working in a MNC.
All right, great.
Yeah.
What are your hobbies? What do you like to do when you're free?
I love to sketch. Like, I am more into art, so I love drawing. I love sketching, and in my in my free time, I also like to cook something. I learn new dishes from YouTube only. So these are my hobbies.
What do you like to sketch? What do you sketch?
Basically portraits, like live portraits, or like some I take some references from the Google or some stars or movie actors. Then I take references from the Google pictures and then start making their sketches.
Okay. So now please tell me, why did you want to improve your English? What motivated that?
See, because I am working from last 13 years into MNCs only, so there the communication they want is like for the advanced level. So I think I am in between basic and intermediate. So I want to improve my speaking skills.
Okay, but why do you feel that you're in the between basic and intermediate?
Because I think I speak a very basic level of English. I don't have much knowledge of idioms or like certain good phrases. I make simple sentences out of the simple words. So basically, I can say the lack of vocab or lack of knowledge of idioms and all. So that's why I speak a regular or a basic English. So I want to improve that.
Why do you feel that? Because you went to like you said, you went to a convent school through and through. So why do you think that happened?
See, actually, I was a very shy girl in my school. So here in a small town, because it is a very small town where this school is located. So teachers were also not very much communicating in English, and we were also among ourselves speaking in Hindi. So that is why that confidence or like speaking skills were not developed at that time. So whatever I have learned or started speaking, that was after my 12th. So that too when I started working. So I think that I have a very good written skills. Like I was very much good in writing or English as a subject when it comes to like giving the examination and all. But when it comes to speaking, I think I stuck somewhere when it comes to like making good sentences with good like vocab.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me give you some feedback. All right.
Okay.
Your English is quite decent. You're able to speak confidently, right? I think you make some grammatical mistakes, but the main problem is some of the pronunciations are wrong. Okay, and so when you make grammar mistakes, what happens is you end up losing a bit of your fluency because it disrupts the flow of the language, right?
Right.
And do you have a fear of public speaking? Are you conscious?
No, that I don't have fear of public speaking. Actually, like in my office also, I used to speak in front of the employees and everyone. That is not that fear I don't have. But the problem is that
English.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I understand where you're coming from. I myself am a corporate executive, so I understand your need. Okay?
Yeah.
So, I will give you a 3-step learning plan. But let me tell you why this happens. See, any language is like a software in our brain. Our brain is the processor. So, if the software is good, the flow of language is that much more smoother and fluent. For example, it will be very smooth, fluent for you because the software is 100%, right? But in English, you have an above, your software is at about 75%, right? So the brain also functions at 75% when you are speaking in English. You understand?
All right.
So what we need to do is not only to help you speak, but also the input of good English into your brain is critical. Now I'm going to give you a 3-step learning plan. Some of them you might be doing already. They are very effective steps, very simple, fun, and they're very effective. You need to do these 3 steps together. All right?
Okay.
So number 1, please start watching a Hollywood English web series every day without any subtitles and use headphones when you watch it.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, and do it for at least an hour a day. Number 2, please start watching English news on television every day, at least for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Now, these 2 would upgrade the software in your brain, right? You're getting a constant daily flow of English into your brain. The software is getting updated. You're getting new words. But number 3 is you have to practice talking in English, and you have to talk to people. Normally you get better if you're talking to people who are fluent, right? So, for example, if you were to talk to me every day, your brain is getting that push to search for better language, which is already there, which is being supplied to your brain every day, right? So you would start using better words. And that would lead to, and you would also notice some of the English which I use. So you will immediately, slowly you will adapt. Your English will start getting better, right? It's like sport. If you have to play better tennis, you want to play with a better player. Better. Up your game. So I think if you do these 3 steps, you would really improve. And I think you are, I think you would become fluent quite quickly if you were to do the right things, right? So the phrases, they all come with a natural flow of language if you are confident in that language. And as I mentioned, that 75% software does not make your confidence right at the peak. It will happen with natural flow. So I think Clapingo would be fantastic for you because you'll get to speak to more than 150 trainers here. who would coach you, guide you, and give you new techniques to improve your English, I think you would really benefit. More than anything else, just talking to them would help you.
Right.
So my suggestion would be, please go ahead to the Clapingo website, choose a plan and subscribe.